And Queensflip doubles down on support for Melissa Ford. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. He did not make it clear that he was 100% behind Melissa Ford, but now he is definitely doubling down on support for her through the controversy with Cameron. We have a clip. We're going to check this out, and I'll come back with my commentary.
Yeah, that's my new thing. Shit. Before I start this, I definitely want to start off by apologizing to Melissa Ford. Now, here's why my apology comes. By not doing my proper research and making it seem like I left my sister, someone who makes me comfortable up here, on the ledge by herself. That wasn't my intentions. A lot of times when you come from, or when you start off with somebody, a friendship before you get somewhere successful, you try to cherish those so you can show them that you didn't change. And in doing that, I didn't realize that by doing that and quickly reacting, by not doing my proper due diligence, might have threw my sister under the bus and participated and throw her under the bus, not realizing the attack she's been receiving, the disrespect she's been having to deal with over the week. And I take accountability for my role in that, for not being a brother, not being there, and just not taking her feelings into consideration. So before I start that, I want to apologize to my sister, Melissa Ford, publicly. I stand with Melissa Ford. I love her, regardless of what she say. Is a way to do things as a brother. Mm-hmm. It's a way to just say, if I'll stand with you, but to pull her to the side and try to come up with an understanding so we both can attack the topic together. And I felt like I didn't do that, and I want to do better moving forward, especially if I'm gonna be here working with Melissa in the upcoming year. So it's my sis. Apologies.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Here's the thing. I appreciate. It's not gonna be a typical ISO. I'm not coming with disrespect. I'm coming with truth. A lot of times I extend grace, forbearance, benevolence to a lot of people that don't deserve it. I've been doing that for years because in the beginning when I started, no one had my back. So the people that came along and have my back, I cherish those moments. I remember watching rappers and stuff like that be pissed off because they were talked about from people who they considered friends. So I try to maintain that integrity. It's a few that I grew up with, or I was around as a child. I didn't really grow up with Joe, but I was around him. I didn't really grow up with Envy, but I was around him. Stack Bundles took me in. Nicki Minaj, when she was Nicki Minaj. Cardi B. Like, these are the people that I can't talk about situations with them. Mano, Jim Jones, even Cam. I can't because at a time coming up, they looked out for me. They allowed me to run with a brand, and they extended their hand at a time in need for me to push my brand. So I cherish those moments. But it bothers me when the grace is not given to me. For anyone to think that I would do something, a lot of times I have to take accountability because playing the algorithm game, being a clout baby, being the leader of that, I instantly jump to respond or instantly jump to get engagement. And my brother here always tell me to take your time. I don't know if it's anxiety. I don't know if I'm anxious. Joe has told me, take your time. Sit on something. You don't have to jump to it. But once again, I jumped and I was just putting something out there because we were being attacked by not defending Mel. Not one time did I want to slight anyone, but that was my fault. That was my fault because, and that's the karma that comes around by not taking advice from people who are in a better position than you or who knows it. Yeah, I know the algorithm and engagement, but there's somebody that I'm around that's a little bit or a little higher than me in that field, knows it a little better. So I jump to that and this is what happens. I take that. But I would like grace in certain situations when it comes to these things. I would like the benefit of the doubt. I've started a whole movement of Bloods on YouTube. I've started a gang movement and gave a lot of people platforms. I'm going somewhere with this. And off the strength of my friends to look good, I aligned myself with Alpo. I put my integrity on the line for my friends to get the real story so they're not embarrassed because people like the street folklore. I did a lot of stuff when it comes to friendship, and that same grace is not given to me, and I have a problem with it. Am I mad? No. You people out there can't fool me into reacting or jumping or saying something because I don't feel that way. Because my son my children who was around me. Thank God JR is around me and saw my encounters with these individuals, because if he wasn't, I would have to come up here and have an ego on my shoulder to prove something different. A lot of times we put sauce on things to prove a story. I get it, I got it, and it's my fault. I don't want any more industry friends. I don't want any more podcast friends, for the simple fact is because when you hold people on a pedestal, they may not look at you the same way.
Now, what do you guys think about that? Flip definitely feels a way about the response that Cameron gave to him. He gave him absolutely no grace and pretty much called Flip out his name. Even though Flip did... the only problem I have is Flip did not make it clear which side he was on, and he did not make it clear to Mel what's going on, and he did not make it clear to Cameron what's going on. And that is the problem I have with this whole situation. You owed Cameron a phone call before this thing hit. Even if y'all decided to keep it in, you and Melissa Ford owed Cameron a phone call. Like, you can say whatever you want to say. You can do whatever you want to do. It's your prerogative, like Bobby Brown. But at the end of the day, if you stand on principle and you're a real nigga, you reach out to the people before it hits public. Y'all are public figures. You know anything that goes viral, whatever, it's going to affect your fan base and the person that you're talking about. So, Flip, I feel you. But at the end of the day, y'all are on a messy podcast talking crazy about things and people you don't know and things like that. But then when people attack y'all, it's like almost like a victim thing. And you're a real nigga, I feel you. You stand on principle. But if y'all got messy shit, salacious shit that comes out, man, just holler at your boy if he really your man. And that's all I gotta say about that. I'm sorry, I love this podcast. I love what they're doing on this podcast. But at the end of the day, y'all do have to have responsibility for everything that comes out. And if y'all hold each other accountable, y'all supposed to reach out to these people that y'all bump heads with or talk about or even know. Y'all owe that. Y'all owe that to the people. Instead of letting the views and numbers go up, let the controversy go up. Then it's like, oh, I don't know why he's talking like that. No, you know why he's talking like that. And Cameron is 100% right in the things he said. I'm sorry. I love y'all, but I stand with Cameron in this whole situation. Because he didn't ask for any of this attention. It's up to y'all to make it right. And that's just my view on it. Let me know what y'all think, man. What y'all think about he saying no more new industry friends and he can't talk on this, and then he stands with Mel for it. And you can stand with Mel, but y'all owe it to the people y'all talk about to look out for them also. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. This thing getting crazy. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to Exclusive Heat Series and DJ Cree Beats TV. And if you got music, need beats, or want to interview, make sure y'all DM or email us in one of the links below in the description box. We are taking music, you know what I'm saying? If you're an independent artist, if you need beats or want to interview, definitely we support the independent artists.